Hi, I'm Penguin402, aka Taylor, and today I'm going to be talking about the best card games, part one. I'm doing a part two because I realize I have a lot that I'm doing, and also I want to apologize for Monday. I had someone, my mom came, and that happened, so I'm going to be doing my streams earlier, so yeah, check out that. So, starting off with my first one, without further ado, I'd like to begin starting off with my first one, which is Go Fish. Very iconic children's card game. I love this game. I used to play it all the time with my sister, and it was a lot of fun. One of the best card games ever is Go Fish, and every kid knows how to play Go Fish. That's like the introduction to card games. You start with Go Fish, and then you lead off into the other ones. And it's just such a fun game. And yeah, number two. Number two is Blackjack. Now, I love Blackjack. I don't play it whenever I go to the casino because I don't know how it works at the casino, how they do it at the casino, but I do play it at home, and it's so much fun. I'll play it by myself. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's just me. I love Blackjack. It's such a fun and exciting game, and like you really have to use your brain when you play it because you gotta really it teaches you about math and stuff and having to count and that's what I've always liked about it, and just such a fun game. And me and my sister, we used to play it together a lot. We played a lot of card games together, and actually all these games I'm doing four, all four of them are games that we played together. So yeah, and just Blackjack is just such a great game. Number three. Number three is War. War is a game that me and my sister used to play all the time when we were kids, and we had a love hate relationship with it. I loved it. She liked it too, but she started hating it because we always played it, and that's all I really want to play was War. But War is a game like you each get 26 cards. You and your opponent get 26 cards, and you just flip them over, flip one card over at a time, and one person with the higher card gets to keep that card. And the reason why my sister didn't like it as much is because it takes forever. It's a very long game. I think it's one of the most never-ending games ever, and you just kind of give up. But I love War. I will play it any chance I get, and I played it a lot as a kid. Uh, Number four, this is my last one. I would do all seven because I do have three for next week, but I wanted to save it for next week. And also have something I need to talk about on here. So number four is a game that I actually played when I was a kid, and it's not a game that you should be playing as a kid, but I did, and that was BS. And the place I played it at, oddly enough, so when I was probably about 7, 8 years old, me and my sister we went to church together, and one weekend, one Sunday, we didn't go to the church that we normally went to. We went to one of her friends' church, like this girl that she was friends with. We went to her church, and while we were waiting for like church to begin and like the Sunday school services to begin and stuff, we went into like the eighth grade room where my sister and her friend were, and her friends from that church were. We went into there and they had a deck of cards, and they decided to play BS. They decided to play BS, and I joined in, and that game is not for kids, but yeah, I played it, and then I played it again as a high school student when I was in high school, and I'm terrible at bluffing, and so I tried to trick one of my friends and tell her like, hey, I have a red I have this card, I have this many cards, this like like three aces or something like that. And she called my bluff on it. She's like BS, and sure enough I didn't have it, and she knew immediately but it was just so much fun. And she ended up winning, and then me and my other friend that were also playing me and two of my friends were playing, and my one friend she that called my bluff, called BS on me. She won, and then me and my other friend kept on playing. Well, we ended up stopping because we're like, this is gonna take forever. Because BS is a game that you play with more than two people. You want to play with at least up to three plus people. Because if you play with two people, it's not gonna work. It's gonna take forever. So I played. So we were playing BS, and so that's what happened. Well, I tried playing it at my all night party after I graduated because my high school alma mater, they did an all night party after we graduated. Tried playing it with some friends there, and it didn't work. The reason why it didn't work is because I had a friend who she said I used to play this all the time with my family. And this is how we played it. We just put down like 5 8s. I mean not 5 8s, like 3 8s, and then and then and then you put down like two kings. Like you just do it randomly, and we're like, that's not how you play. That's not how we were taught. I was taught that you do it in order. You do it in ascending order, starting with aces, and you go all the way up to kings. So you do two aces, three twos, 1 3. Like you do it that way. You go up in the suit. You go up in suits, and she didn't understand that, and so we didn't get to play it because she wouldn't play it the way that we played it, the way that we learned it. She was here. She was like, "Well, if we're not going to play it the way I wanted to play it, well, then I guess we could just play solitary." And it's called. And I'm like, "It's solitaire, and you play solitaire by yourself." And I'm like I love BS, but I don't get to play it that often. I I don't because I don't have. For one, I do have a deck of cards, but I lost two of the cards, so I only have 24. I only have 50 cards. I don't have 52 cards, so not able to play it. But I would, if I had a deck of 52 cards, I would be playing BS a lot. I love that game, and I love just calling people's bluff. It's just amazing. And I also want to throw out two games uh, that I'm not going to mention next week because I I've only played them a few times, and I don't know, and I've forgotten the rules since I learned how to play them. I learned how to play them like 2 years ago, and that is Escape and Trash. I learned those two games at camp, working at camp 2 years ago, and so I don't remember how to play them. But if you could Google them and they'll tell you how to play it. I know with Trash, you 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 want to like get rid of your cards really quickly, and like if you find cards that you have, that you keep on going until you don't have any more cards to get rid of, and then the next person goes, and it goes, and whoever wins, they go down their card. However many cards they have to use goes down. That's all I know. And then Escape, I know you gotta open up these doors. Like, yeah. It's called like Escape, open the door. I don't remember what it's called. But you can Google it. So yeah. I have better ones next week. I have like one that I'm like really excited to tell you about. But I wanted to just end it right here with this, and want to say that a lot has been going on this week. I've found out a lot of stuff this week, and one of them I'm going to talk about on Monday. I'm not going to talk about the top five Finn Hudson songs. I'm going to talk about something else that happened that I found out this week that is actually old news that came out 2 months ago, but I feel the need to talk about it. And then also found out today that I'm a huge fan of American Ninja Warrior, and famous American Ninja Warrior star Drew Dreshel was arrested this week for sexual misconduct, sexual charges on sexual misconduct, sexual charges. I'll say that, against a minor and all that. I I know NBC has cut ties with him, and I'm glad that they're addressing this, and I I hope that the the teenager in question, the minor in question, is able to get is able to get the help that she needs, and I pray for her family and stuff, and it's just disgusting. But I know that the American Ninja Warrior family is a strong family, and they will get through this. And so that's all I want to say about that. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with that notification bell, because next week, as I said, I'm doing a part 2 to this, and then week after next, I'm going to do most annoying video game characters. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with that notification bell. Bye!